Welcome back for this third and last video of presentation on work. As I told you before, we're going to have a look now at the future of work. Where will the workers go? What is going to happen in companies, in big corporations in the future? First idea and first issue. Will the world of work go towards full gender equality? We told about the gender pay gap. Is there going to be more equality between genders, between men and women, that is, on the workplace? For example, the sharing of leaves between the two people in a couple. Why does it have to be always the women who stops working to take care of the children for a number of years? In the Scandinavian countries, for example, a long paternity leave has been introduced, and it is compulsory also to be paid fully, that the father stops working for a few months at a time so that the mother can go back to work. There is this kind of project in France as well. So are we going to have full or more gender equality in the future? It looks like it's going that way and that the mentalities are changing anyway. Another possible future and development in the world of work is the work from home, also called telecommuting in English. That is to say, you do not go to the office, but you work from your place with, of course, the evolution of modern technologies, the internet, Skype, etc., etc. You can stay at home, you can even go to another country, travel for a few months, and still do your job thanks to your computer and your internet connection. This enables workers to organize their own time. They don't have 9-to-5 jobs anymore. It's called an office job is called a 9-to-5 job because you start at 9 and you finish usually at 5 or later. You organize your day as you wish. This tends to introduce more equality in the couple, if you live in a couple, because the household chores will be shared. The taking care of the children can be shared as well, more than if both parents have a 9-to-5 job. Also, some environmentalists advocate this type of work from home. Because it reduces your environmental footprint, because you don't commute back to and back from work anymore. You stay at home, you don't emit CO2, etc., etc., in the atmosphere. Another big concern today and in the future is the question of technological progress. Will technological progress threaten jobs? This question is not new, of course. It was there since the first industrial revolution, the second industrial revolution. Robots have always thought to overtake factories and companies and eradicate human workers. With the development of information technology, IT, and automation, robots doing things for humans, it is rising now today, and the question is even more present. The other question is this a bad thing? Will it help humans do something else than work? Or will it put every worker in unemployment, and will it lead to a deep economic crisis around the world? So you also have to think about that. Is this a bad thing or not? A few books have been written recently, and a few articles have been written recently on the subject of the robots overtaking work. So another issue which comes as a direct consequence from that is, are we going to work less? Economists since the 20th century have predicted that because, or thanks to the automation of factories and work in general, people will work less and will have robots do the job for them. For example, there was also an experiment in France with a 35-hour work week. This has nothing to do with robots, but it has to do with sharing the amount of jobs available. So do workers tend to work less and less? Again, it depends where you're talking about, and it depends on the individual as well at the moment. In England, for example, many Londoners work over 48 hours a week. In the US, they work also 45, 50 hours a week, some of them. But there's a tendency in some parts of the society to say that in the near future, people will be able to work less and do something else than work in their lives. And so this leads to another question. Do you have to have a job to be useful, to be active in the society? And some people claim and advocate what they call an unconditional basic income. In French, it's called revenu de base or revenu universel. For example, the Swiss, in Switzerland, the country Switzerland, are going to have a referendum in 2015 to say whether or not they would like to have this basic income delivered to all citizens from birth to death. This basic income will be of about €1,000 a month. What does this mean? That means that all citizens will have the means, the money, to have food on their table every day and have a roof over their heads. So their basic necessities would be covered by this income given by the government. To some people, it seems like a crazy utopia. Some others are really active, and there's a lot of activism around that. Many books, articles, internet websites have been created to advocate this unconditional basic income. You will find on our website, 20 Minutes of English a Day, a series of documents also dealing with that, with the pros and cons and how to implement the basic income. So that's it for our overview of work. I hope you had the opportunity to take notes. Don't hesitate to go back and to watch again the videos to make sure that you've got all the vocabulary and all the concepts in place on a piece of paper also, that will help you build your oral expression, that will help you build your written expression, and also comprehension, because you will know the main concepts at stake here. A few also trailers for films that you might want to watch on the subject. I talked in a previous video about the fast food industry and the workers in the fast food industry. You may want to watch this fiction based on a documentary book called Fast Food Nation. If you want to have a look at what was happening around Margaret Thatcher's time, also you might want to have a look at The Full Monty or Brassed Off, or also Hunger. That will give you an idea of what was going on in the UK in the 1980s. Also there are a lot of documents, videos, etc. that you will need to watch on the site under the section of work. Thank you for listening, and see you soon.